Last week at the gym, we had what we call a benchmark, a 500-meter row. And you do it for time. And my best time ever was 1 minute and 20 seconds. Remember I said I was going to reward myself with chicken and pickles if I got
I do remember
Yes.
that part. Yeah, that was not on the air.
That's right. Remember I said to you?
I was friend to friend.
I was friend to friend.
Yeah.
I said, if I beat 1 minute and 20 seconds on it, because last time we had one of these, it was a mile run, and my friend Cindy beat me. And I thought, that hurts. You know?
Well, look, Kelly, not to interrupt your flow here, but Biggie, just for a little background. Before he said that, he said to me, I'm going to reward myself with a big salad. Then he said, no.
No, I'm not.
Why play this dance?
Exactly.
At least, yeah.
I'm rewarding myself
Don't
with
lie to yourself.
chicken and
With
pickles.
fried chicken.
Exactly what I'm going
Perfect.
to do. If and only
if
I beat 1 minute and 20 seconds on my 500-meter row. Well, I rode my little heart out on my dry rower, and I got 1 minute and 17 seconds, 0.6, 117.6. Took right off up the road, got my chicken and pickles, bam, did it. So that was Thursday, okay? Friday, I skip. And I knew, and when I told the coach to put it in the challenge tracker, I said, listen, I can't beat, this is the best I can do. And she said, wow, this will be tough to beat. Because they keep track of everybody. You know,
Yeah.
this will be tough to beat. 1 minute, 17 seconds, 0.6. That's what I got. I was so happy about it. My friend Young Mike, he and I both went for it, and I beat him by a second or two.
Do you know, Kelly, how young Mike rewards himself?
I don't know his
With a mile run?
I don't know. He probably ran home.
Yeah.
He probably punished himself by
Some
running
people
home.
do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
My
right.
reward is more pain.
So
Oh, okay. Well, that's odd.
My reward is a seaweed shake.
listen.
Is there anything else you'd like?
So
No.
he's one of the best rowers in town. I know it. We all know it. All right. He's one of the best rowers in town.
Some people who row might actually argue that. Like on a lake.
Those
One
who
of the
actually own boats.
He's one of the best. Dry row. I'm talking about dry rowing. We
Yeah.
dry row, okay? And I knew if I beat him, I was like, I got a good time here. 117.6. I mean, that was shaved almost 2.5 seconds off my previous best. This is a good time, okay?
Yeah.
My coach said, as she put it into the challenge tracker, this is going to be tough to beat for everybody here in town. I said, all right. So that was Thursday. Friday, I take off.
For your age group.
I was worried about that.
Yeah.
Friday, I take off. I don't go to the gym. Saturday morning, I go. I take my son. First thing, we're in there. First thing, you know.
There was a problem with the clocks.
No. She said, same coach. She said, we have a champion in the room, someone who rode faster than anybody else on Thursday. The results are in. We have a champion in the room. So I raised my hand.
Were you puffed up?
Yes. And she said,
Guys, not now.
blessed please.
I wasn't planning on
Come
this.
on. So I step up onto the podium. And she says, let me get John Hargety to come up here.
Oh, no.
What?
113. 113.
That's your arch
113.
nemesis, right?
Yeah, my arch nemesis, John, who has beaten me several times. I thought maybe he didn't go on Thursday, but he got me. He got me by 4 seconds. And the worst part
4
of it,
seconds?
Yeah. And the worst part was me raising both hands again.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I prepared some remarks.
They're going to be talking about me for a minute here. Are they?
That's embarrassing, you know, when you do
I
something
gave
like
myself
that.
permission to talk about myself here today.
That's embarrassing. So I had to forgive myself for doing that and looking like a smacked ass by raising my hands and saying, oh, yeah.
In front of your boy.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, right there in front of
I'm
everybody.
sure he got a good chuckle out of
He
that.
liked that. I'm just waving to the girls and everything. And then she said, however, and she said, and I think she felt sorry for me. She goes, and second in his age group. Yes. You know, when you take second in the age group.
The age group line.
Yeah.
That's nothing but asterisks.
Totally. She's like,
time.
and the male second in his age group. When you start getting down to that, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Thank you.
Is that all that's
From
left?
the midday classes.
Yes. That's where we are. Big I thought of you. Amazon Prime Day is here, and I must say you haven't talked as much about it this year as usual. Are you interested?
Yeah, there's some things I need. I did a little early Prime Day shopping yesterday.
Okay.
Mother needs a new tablet.
Okay. That's right. You told us that.
Yeah, so I had to do some shopping. So, and I finally broke down and got myself a tablet as well.
Oh, you did? You
yeah,
find that necessary?
I've never had one, but as I age, I find things on the phone reading to be
Harder.
tougher.
So you got
see.
so
So-
it's for size.
Yeah, so I thought, it's time to when I'm laying in bed, not scroll and stare at the phone as much with the tiny font.
So
Yes.
you anticipate, Biggie, if I may,
Yes.
you anticipate using this for social media?
Yeah, just when I'm sitting in bed at night. But I normally will, if I'm watching a game, I'll pull up, look at sports scores and things. This is going to be a way for me to do that. And also, I feel like I'm using my phone a ton for everything, which everyone does.
Right.
But I thought when I'm at home, I can leave it more plugged up
And then
and
use the
tablet.
use the
And I
tablet.
didn't get a fancy one. I got one. I'm not going to be watching, people watch movies,
right.
TV. I'm not that person. I just want it more to pull up my email if I need to. And
That's how
just
everybody
check social
starts.
media.
What'd you spend
So
on
everybody
that?
starts.
What'd you spend on that?
$50.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, they're half off.
$50. That's all a tablet costs is $100.
Well, with Amazon, if you get one of their Kindles,
Is it a
Oh,
brand
okay.
name?
That's a Kindle.
it's Amazon. They my mom got the more expensive one. She got the bigger one. That one's 10 inches,
I see.
and she wants something bigger. I got the 8-inch.
Does the Kindle do everything that, say, an iPad can do?
To me, it does. I mean, email, social media. You can download your movies and stream your stuff. I don't know why people pay as much as they do for an iPad.
I was going to say, I bet, because what's an iPad? $300-400, isn't
Yeah.
it? I was going to say that you would regret that purchase, but now I don't think so.
No.
$50.
$50, and I toss it in bed with me at night. Check my email before bed.
But aren't you supposed to not be scrolling during bedtime?
You are, but I fully admit to my habits of doing it. That's one that's not going to break. I've gotten better about giving myself, 30 minutes of quiet beforehand.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, and I've been taking these melatonin gummies to help me. They're supposed to help de-stress.
So you give yourself 30 minutes of quiet before what?
Normally before I fall asleep.
So you put it away, and
Yeah.
then you have 30 minutes, but it takes you 30 minutes to fall asleep.
Yeah, which actually I've been taking these melatonin gummies that are supposed to help de-stress, non-habit forming.
TV still on?
No,
No, turn it off. Good.
turn it off.
That's fine.
I had we went to, last night, I think son was up late. I tried to go to bed right after the golf ended. And, because our schedule's kind of funky. We have to get up earlier than most. And so I was in a good, nice, deep sleep.
Yes.
And then I hear, this is around 10:30 at night, what sounds like gunfire, literally in the backyard behind me.
Right.
And then I realized, no, it's these yahoos practicing for the 4th of July.
This is a bit early.
Biggie was correct. The fireworks stands across the southeast are open for business, and they were blowing stuff. I mean, these were not little fireworks. These are not firecrackers. These were booms. They were in the backyard. Then they moved to what I can only assume is the street on the other side of the house because it was a little bit quieter. And then there was about a 10-minute lag. And then I assumed they went down to the church parking lot, which is a few blocks
Yes.
around a couple of corners from our house. And just boom, 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 boom into the night.
You can't do that 2 weeks before the 4th of July. On
Oh,
Sunday
thank you.
night. On a
Thank
Sunday
you.
night.
Thank you. They were doing little poppers, and I rolled the trash cans out.
No,
But
sir.
that was at 6 p.m.
No, sir. No.
Oh, I have a feeling this 4th of July
Big.
is going to be like
Big. Homemade, homegrown.
I'll put it this way: not since the first 4th of July.
Okay.
Rockets red glare.
Yeah.
1777.
Yes.
We're going to blow
we
it
did
out.
it.
Yeah, we did it.
I have a feeling that this one is going to be. I mean, I don't buy into that whole fireworks shortage. I've heard friends, because where we are, you're not supposed to have ones that the big ones.
Right.
But I've heard multiple friends saying, I'm going south.
Yeah.
I'm crossing a border to buy
get the big
hundreds
ones.
of dollars.
Getting the big ones.
Yeah.
And come back.
I want
Yeah.
something that goes boom.
People are going to want to get out. They want to celebrate. It's going to be a wild night.
Maybe the shortage is people have just been buying so many. They're
Yeah.
already at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
That
it's
seems
certainly
early to
possible.
me. I don't like that.
It's possible that cities will not have as big a celebration because they can't afford it.
right.
Yeah.
But the homemade.
The home user,
Home
maybe.
user,
yeah.
The home user will do it. There's toy makers are worried about the holiday season, getting toys made and getting enough toys into parents' hands. They're saying there could be a shortage. Hasbro and Mattel says they're behind on what they're going to be making this year. That could be just them talking so you'll buy early.
Is that those elves up there slacking?
They're having a problem, yeah. One of China's busiest shipping ports where the elves typically work, having some problems. They've had to partially shut down since late May because of a new outbreak of COVID. So they're not making as many plastic toys as they used to make, and Mattel and Hasbro are falling behind. So already planning for the holiday season. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not really shocked by that.
That Suez Canal blockage in late March cost them as well. They didn't get materials in time to make. I don't know. There's always something. And lately, there just seem to be a lot of shortages on things.
Yeah.
For this year, anyway. And Biggie told me, this was upsetting. Chris Demm had walked out of the room on Friday, but he officially told me his trip to Nashville has been canceled.
Yeah.
Biggie, I'm sorry.
That's unfortunate. Because
It's like with that moment in Apollo 13 when Tom Hanks says, "Gentlemen, we've lost the moon."
Yeah. You were excited about this.
I was, but look, I mean, we're just going to call it what it is. I don't feel good.
You don't feel good.
I don't feel good. Things are not getting better. I got to go back to the doctor.
We have a second bloat in Biggie's gut, and he already had this issue a few months ago. Now there's another, and Chris Demm is convinced it's an unborn twin.
I would almost hope so.
Is it? Look, if I had to bet, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to bet, I'd say unborn twin. Is it possible, Biggie? And I mean no disrespect. It's a bed sore.
No.
How could that be taken as disrespect?
Yeah.
You didn't even have to. Why even preface? How could that be disrespectful?
Well, a bed sore is one place. It's treatable.
That's right. Well, it could be more than one place.
Yeah.
But you got it, and you'd see it. I think you'd see it.
And I'll
an
tell you,
internal bed sore.
Well, and I'll tell you this: because of what's going on, I can't sleep on that side comfortably. So it's not the bed sore.
Man, he is just.
Yeah.
And I witnessed it happen in here. He told his other friends in the building, he's like, "Look, my Nashville trip is off. I'm going to be around."
There was a whole group of you guys going, Biggie.
Are they still going?
No, I mean it kind of slimmed down. Yeah, we lost one couple anyways. So
that was it. So
one couple may be going, but
that's it.
Yeah, I'm sad, but it is what it is. My worst fear is getting stuck there. Something really goes wrong, end up in the hospital.
An unborn twin.
Yes, and then I'm in a Nashville hospital. You know,
that's right.
Hours
worst place
away
to
from
be.
it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but no one's. I mean, not like you guys would drive and help me.
Well, no, but I'm
You
saying
want us to go get some hot chicken for you?
we're not gonna help you. But there are hospitals.
Well,
in
yeah, I mean,
Nashville.
but I'm saying, there'd be no one. What if I couldn't drive myself home? There's all these things.
Oh yes.
It's just too too risky of a situation.
Yes.
And I don't want to travel when I don't feel good. I want to go somewhere and just feel blah.
That's of course you don't. And he hasn't felt well in weeks.
So is there a backup plan, or are you just going to rest and recuperate?
No, I mean,
wait.
Well, the plan is basically, hopefully, see the doctors,
Well,
try to figure this thing out. I got tons of things I can do that I've been putting off. I need a new bed.
but there's a ton of work in here you can do.
No.
Also,
what?
let me say this: Chris Demm and I should really have this conversation privately. We had arranged, and this was a surprise, to meet you in Nashville with a rascal.
Present you with the keys, and it was going to be our treat.
That's going to be on us, and now that's gone.
Tell you what.
We're going to hold over those big signs at the airport,
At the
like
airport,
you see.
it's going to say Mr. Ellinger's rascal, and we were going to put you in it and tuck you in safely, and then
Fully
leave.
charged.
Well, that's right, and we spared no expense. And I just wonder, can we get that money back? Now, I don't want to have to charge you for that, but if we have to, we have to.
Yeah, credit cards are funny sometimes with out-of-state
This is
transactions.
upsetting. I'm really upset about this. I have to tell you, I am.
I tell you this, I went into a store this weekend and saw one of the rascals sitting there available, and I thought to myself, never.
You're not going to do it.
Never.
You're fighting that.
I'm fighting it.
We wanted to give you that.
Never.
Just succumb.
Nope,
just eventually
never.
just give into it. Give into what you're
I
going
don't care how bad I feel.
You'll never ever take a rascal.
I was last week I was at the grocery store, and there was a woman, and two adult women. One of them was in the mobile cart scooter.
Yeah.
And clearly the two of them were shopping together. I don't know if one was assisting the other. She's like, "Do you need such and such?" "No, I do. You need Cheez-Its." "I might need some Cheez-Its." So, the other woman had a full-size basket, and then the woman in the rascal. And she was just knocking into stuff, blocking me.
That's true.
She would not take, take a side, sister.
Those things, they really do get in the way.
Now, I will tell you.
Yeah, they are wider than you think. That's exactly right.
I'll tell you this.
Cords dragging
They are.
off the
There's a
back.
lot of stuff on there.
That's
right.
a hazard.
I agree.
Now, being annoying, you're speaking my language.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
If I can be annoying to people, then maybe I will.
Oh, you will.
They are annoying. They really are, and we'll quietly look at you and judge you.
And sometimes you can't make that corner, so it's eat.
Yeah. I saw a guy getting in his at Walmart, and this was an overweight man. I mean, really severely overweight. And he had on a tank top and some shorts and flip-flops, and the bottoms of his legs were getting real reddish purple, It One of those looks rashy, reddish purple, and he got into the Rascal, and it took a lot of work even to get in it. And then I saw him through the store, and I had the same thought as Chris Demm. It's like, get out of the way. There's a lot. Now, the store where I shop,
there's more Rascals.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of Rascals. There's as many they're lined up in front. They're ready there.
An army.
Oh yeah, at Walmart, they are all over the place. And we do have some poles in the middle of aisles.
Yes.
That's hard to negotiate around, for the people in the Rascals. I'm with you. There's too much there. They're wider than I thought they were. There's something for you today as well, Biggie. I saw this. This is sort of America inside the numbers. You are an older millennial, and this was an article targeted right at older millennials.
I'm right on that old edge.
They say more than half say they've chosen their career path poorly. And I thought, well, I know one older millennial that hasn't chosen a career path poorly. He's sitting right there.
Right where he wants to be.
Right where he wants to be.
I wouldn't say poorly, misguided.
Many thought they were getting into their dream job and had worked very hard to get there. And now here we are. They're 15 years out of college, and they're saying, no, this is wrong. And I want to make sure you didn't fall into that camp as an old millennial. And I don't think you do, certainly not.
I don't think I thought I'd be here.
They say there's some things you should not do. One regretted not taking a risk early on. He had a chance to get in with a big company early and decided he didn't want to do that. And now he wishes he had. A lot of millennials apparently.
A company that grew?
Yep, a small company that grew. This was in Denver. And he says, I've had real second thoughts.
Weed.
Yeah.
Big time.
Didn't say what the company was.
Definitely weed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's...
I just couldn't see myself telling my family around the Thanksgiving table. And what are you doing, Josh? I'm in weed. It's going to be legal real soon.
You have to say cannabis. Don't you have to say... You can't say weed.
Yeah, I guess you have to say cannabis
I'm
now.
in a cannabis distribution.
Or medicinal?
Yeah. No, he's 36, and now he didn't say what he wanted to get on the ground floor of, but missed the boat on. But
in Denver.
In Denver. But he's been working in a communications department since and says, I'm not happy. Not happy in my job. These are old millennials. That's between 35 and 40 who say they have mistakenly taken a job. They are not happy in the career they're in. And more than half say that the career I'm in is not good. One guy says, he's 39, says, I stayed in a bad job too long. Just quit the job a year ago. Don't do that. I'm looking right at you again, Biggie. Don't stay in a bad job too long. That was the advice given. Don't stay in a bad job too long. And then one got a history degree thinking there would be huge opportunity, and there has been none after getting a history degree in college.
No teaching positions?
No, I guess no. He says right after he graduated from college, or the economy took a nosedive in the Great Recession, and all the jobs he thought would be there are gone. And his history degree has given him no outlets.
Nothing.
They've not been able to do that.
That's frustrating.
We just saw a thing today on the news, Chris Demm and I, called the Great Resignation, where right now Americans are going through the Great Resignation, where they're looking at their job and going, I don't want to do this anymore. Because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
Yeah, they weren't in for weeks, months, whatever, and then thought, you know what? I'm okay without that job.
That's right.
The way that was.
Yeah.
But you have to have a job. So,
do you?
Everybody says so.
I mean, people say,
do they?
You need,
I still do.
You need a job. So after you resign during the Great Resignation, what are you going to do?
Now, Kelly, your son is certainly not a millennial. He's way younger than that. He's just 16. Has he tempered his career expectations, or is it still NBA player?
He's now talking about real estate. Somebody got to him. I don't know who got to him.
Whoa.
But I said the other day.
One of the Swag Bros moms?
Real
Yeah, I think
estate.
one of the Swag Bros moms must be putting up yard signs and said, you should do this. I think that's a great career, real estate.
Yeah.
Because you told me something, Biggie, that stuck with me, and I told my son, you don't have to be that bright. You know some real estate agent. Biggie, I don't want to give too much away. Biggie's friends with some real estate agents, and Biggie
Lots
told
of
me
them.
quietly, you can be real dumb and make a pretty good living in real estate.
Nobody reads all those papers.
That's
Nobody.
Right. That's right.
Mind you, this comes out of the mouths of the real estate agents.
I know, that's them. Right. And I told my son, I was like, listen, you might be perfect for this.
Yeah.
Because he brought it up. He's like, I'm thinking real estate.
All right.